Have you ever thought of doing a face reveal eventually, or you think you'll just stay anonymous for now? I want to ask a little bit about water. The infamous Watergothim, alright?
G'day guys, Dyliedog here. Now today we're actually uploading an episode of my solo podcast on the main channel. Now the reason for this is because we've actually got our first guest on the channel, which is Minute Updates. Now I'm sure you guys have actually heard of who Minute Updates is. He does a lot of Apex Legends news and League content, but we're actually really good mates here on YouTube. And today we actually talk a lot about Apex, the state of Apex at the moment, a little bit about his situation with Watergothim as well. But yeah, guys, it was actually a great podcast. There are a few audio issues, but honestly, it's not too bad. I don't think it really affects it too much, except for the fact that I sound like I'm in a hollow room for some reason. But honestly, guys, it's a great podcast. But yeah, I guess there's nothing else to say, but enjoy, guys.
So, guys, of course, we've got Minute Updates on the podcast today. Say good day, man.
Hello, guys.
Hello, guys. I'm sure you guys have heard of Minute Updates. If you haven't, by some unknown reason, it does Apex news, talks about news, leaks, all kinds of stuff, kind of like me. Has way more subscribers than me. I think 13 times more subscribers than me. So we've got him on the channel today. We've got him on the channel today to boost my numbers up. So any Minute Updates fans that are here, they have to subscribe, don't they, mate?
Yeah, you have to subscribe if you come in here.
Nah. It's up to you guys if you want to. You don't have to listen to him. But no, I just got, because I mean, we've had a pretty good rapport for a while now. We're kind of like, I guess, YouTube mates, if you can call it that. We've been talking for a bit now. Yeah, so we've been talking for a bit now. I've got a few YouTube guys we talk to, but yeah, Minute Update's probably one I talk to the most, probably. So, yeah, I've got you on today, man, to just ask a few questions to you, see if anyone kind of go deep dive into who is Minute Updates, you know, the expose, if you will. What is the man behind the Minute Updates channel? So, sort of, anyway. But I guess my first question would have to be, what made you want to start making YouTube videos?
That's very funny because one of the people that actually made me want to start making YouTube videos is Dilly here. So I was actually a very long time viewer of Dilly, and then I thought, you know, why don't I kind of do the same thing and see where it goes? And I guess it ended up working very well thanks to a certain individual that we're going to talk about.
Yeah. Well, obviously, guys, that translates to he copied all my videos and the subscribers. That's not what happened. I'm joking. Don't listen to me. No. I'm surprised you actually watched a lot of my videos, because I think when you started talking to me or whatever, I would have been like maybe 500 subscribers. So that's a bit strange.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, because you're all out nearly at 30K now. So you're actually getting up there. You're one of the top few news reporters for Apex content, I would say.
I'm honestly blown away by how well it's going. You know, it's pretty overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah.
And
have you been in a game yet and been recognized?
no, I haven't, because I think the region I play in and everything, there's not a lot of my viewers in the region I play in. Like I play in Hong Kong servers and stuff like that, so probably not.
Oh yeah, they probably wouldn't speak that much English. Yeah. Well, I think I've been noticed maybe once, but even then, I don't even know. I think the kid's just being a bit of an asshole.
That's freaking awesome, though.
Yeah, I've seen a few people get caught or not. Yeah, I've seen a Thornton post a clip or whatever of him being like spotted, if you want to say that. But yeah, yeah, I mean, it is pretty funny. I mean, I actually, that's a question. Have you ever thought of doing a face reveal eventually, or you think you'll just stay anonymous for now?
I don't know. Look, the thing I feel about face reveals is if I believe it's gonna make my content better, then sure, I'm down to do it. But obviously, there's some privacy concerns that I have to take into account, and honestly, I don't think showing my face would change much of my content anyways, so I'd rather just keep that private because I'm a little bit introverted and stuff like that, you know.
Oh, okay. No, that's fair. Yeah, the only reason why I mainly did it is because I feel like, especially when I'm streaming and stuff, I feel like it's a little bit more personal when you're streaming and stuff to talk to people. But I mean, I think you don't really stream as much, do you? So I mean, it's probably not.
Nah, I don't really. But yeah, you make a good point. You know, when you reveal your face, it does make the interaction seem more like personal, and I would definitely like do something like that if I was a big time, like I streamed a lot, but streams don't really work out for me.
Oh, you have shit internet, do you? Or is it just not?
It's
You
just
don't want to?
the connection never works out because I have to use a VPN where I'm living, so
Oh, okay, yeah. Because
yeah.
VPNs do slow down your internet and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, So was the main reason just because you saw that I did YouTube and you were like, oh, I can do better than that?
No, not at all, dude. I was thinking like, oh my God, it's gonna take so long to, get up to Dilly's level. And then
You surpassed me
and
with
then
ease.
yeah, I was really surprised by what happened, and I don't know like why it worked out well, but I I'm grateful, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure people, because I do read your comments sometimes as well, and I always see a lot of people saying you do great content, and I agree. I've watched a lot of your videos. I haven't seen many lately though, because I feel like a lot of the time when I'm watching a lot of Apex news and stuff, it's like I'm not gonna lie, it kind of melds together eventually because we
Oh,
really all talk about the same five or six things that are in the
yeah,
news.
yeah. That's true. That's
It's kind
true.
of it's kind of hard to find
As
separate news if that's a
you
thing.
know, as Apex YouTubers, we kind of all know the stuff already, so watching each other's
Yeah, well, that's
videos is
it.
like it's like reviewing your own knowledge. So I
Yeah, well,
understand
that's
that.
it. Well, do you remember the last video you watched of mine?
It was the Apex coin scam.
Oh, so you watched that one a few days ago. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, I want to be. I'm interested by this because I don't think a lot of you. I'm sure no one's really commented on this. Do you know on my channel who Charlie is? Have you heard of Charlie?
Yes, I have seen Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
Okay.
Charlie.
We all love Charlie here, or Chili.
Uh,
I just wanted to see if you knew about that. But anyway, what do we got to move on to? Well, I guess, do you have any questions to me to ask?
I would like to know, if Charlie's gonna make his own channel.
He actually has his own channel. I made one.
Oh,
Sorry,
really? You've
he
already I did
he
not
did
see
make a
that. I'm
channel.
so sorry.
Oh, guys, he does minute updates. Doesn't watch all my videos straight through. I'm very disappointed. Yeah, I did. He did make his own channel. He's got one video uploaded now, and I'm sure he's going to upload many more. He's going to be the number one Australian YouTuber. He's going to beat who's on
Oh
YouTube.
yeah.
It's very big in Australia. I don't know any.
Obviously
Oh
gonna
no,
go,
Laserbeam I think is Australian.
number one trending and everything. It's
Oh
bound to
yeah,
happen. Yeah, definitely.
definitely. I can see that hitting top of trending. Chili dog hitting top of trending. Imagine that. Well, yeah, it'd be insane. But, well, I guess it's an interesting question for someone who makes Apex Legends content. What do you think of the state of Apex at the moment? Do you think it's in a good spot? Do you think it's dying? It's clickbait. Is it
Um,
dying?
Honestly, I think for content creators, it's getting harder and harder to continually put out Apex content. I think especially for the gameplay ones, like at some point you're gonna start running out of new things. They are providing
Yeah,
some new content. I do like Season 11 a lot. I'm having a lot of fun. Even playing by myself, I am having a lot of fun. But you know, I do have to get off Apex once in a while and just switch to a different game just to refresh myself and keep Apex from going stale for me. So in that way, I do find Apex like always fun. It's always been fun. I've never been really mad at the game or whatever, but I understand if people get tired of it.
yeah. I think a lot of it, content-wise, is very hard to deal with. Like I don't really watch much gameplay Apex anymore because I feel like I've done everything in the game. Like except for when people do the seasonal reveals, like the content creators like Staycation and that get that early access. I don't really watch much Apex gameplay because I feel like it's the same stuff. They just repeat it, and
Yeah,
yeah.
I can agree with that.
Mm. Especially like because we do like with news and stuff. Like I'm not good enough to put out gameplay, but the news and stuff does get very stale very quickly. Because especially like Daniel Klein, even though everyone has their opinion on Daniel Klein, he was someone who did communicate with the community about like buffs and nerfs, and it doesn't really seem like that happens much anymore because we don't really see much until like the patch notes about
Yeah, and
buffs and nerfs
I
coming to
was
Legends.
um I was very sad when I saw so many big figures, big names leaving Respawn. That was honestly pretty devastating.
Yeah, because what we've seen Ryan Rigney leave, James
Yeah.
McCord, Chad Grenier. I mean,
Just these
these guys like built respawn.
yeah, these absolutely fantastic people that we've been following, since we started, and now they're leaving. It's really sad to see them go, but
Yeah, I think they've all moved on to different games, but like I don't know. It's just I mean I don't think I mean I maybe I will put a title on eventually of Apex dying. I think I've done that video, but I don't think Apex is dying, but it is very interesting to see a lot of developers almost jump ship at this stage when it seems like it's a pretty big time for Apex
Yeah,
season
that's
11.
true. It makes me think if maybe they realized something about the future plans of Apex or whatever, it's not going in the direction that they want, and so they decided to stop supporting it. But for me, I personally always like to keep a more optimistic view of the game. So I tend not to make videos that are negative, but honestly, sometimes I have to balance it out, you know?
Yeah, I feel like I get I feel I've seen a lot of your videos and they don't usually sit on the side of Apex is dying or whatever, which I not to say that your people who make those videos are like
Oh yeah,
doomsayers
no.
if you can call
Most
them.
of the time when these videos come out, they're totally deserved, you know? They're totally
Yeah,
deserved. The
yeah, no, I
criticism
agree.
is
Like
yeah.
it's valid. It's definitely valid because I feel like Apex, especially like I do have a question for you later, but I might as well ask this now because a lot of times with Apex, there's like seasons where like you have like season 9 for example, like that was built up as like the biggest season ever with like arenas, all this sort of stuff. But really, they had one event in season 9, and what do you feel about the dead periods of seasons? Because I feel like they could do a lot more with that, like even just store sales.
I feel like in the dead periods they could at least reintroduce some old LTMs. I don't think it's a lot of work to reintroduce them, but
Well, considering the last 3 LTMs we've had, or the last 3 seasons, we haven't even had a new LTM added to the game. I feel like they could have just like added parts of seasons where they just like, oh, here's a week of duos, or like, well, not duos, but solos. Like if they added solos back for a week, I feel like they'd bring so many players back to the game. I know they say it's unhealthy for the game, but I mean, for a week, would it really matter if it was for a week? Just
yeah,
even
that's
like
true.
ban badges from it if that's the problem, like people are boosting their badges or something. If that's the issue, then just ban the badges like the bet because they've done that with other modes like Shadowfall and stuff.
Yeah. I
I
think
don't know. I feel like it's kind of strange.
I think they should start experimenting more with more adventurous LTMs, I guess. Like I've seen those YouTubers do the like a zombie survival type thing where they drop in and everyone else can't loot anything and they just have to punch them. I feel like they could try out these kinds of LTMs, see how they go.
Hmm.
If it's only in the game for a week and you're not forced to play it, I don't think it affects things too much.
Well, that's it exactly. Like I feel like Apex do at some points try to stay quite safe when the game has. I think it's honestly. I know people are going to say that Fortnite is the best and it's the biggest. I don't. I still think Apex is the best battle royale out. Based on the movement, the gunplay, the legends, how unique they are. I feel like it's the best battle royale out there, and I feel like Respawn sometimes could do so much more than what they're
Yeah, I
putting out.
totally agree. Uh,
Mm.
I haven't found another FPS that just feels as satisfying as Apex does. Titanfall is obviously very insane. It's super awesome. I highly recommend it if you haven't played it. But Apex, when it comes to Battle Royale, it's definitely like way above the others, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, when I've played a lot of games, like my mates play COD and Battlefield and stuff, and I don't mind those games. I like playing it with mates because it's like a lot of fun. But I feel like playing Apex. A lot of my actual mates don't really play Apex as much, so I'm happy to sit there and play solo. Sometimes the grind of playing solo is kind of annoying because the matchmaking in it can sometimes be a little bit annoying. But I still jump on Apex most of the time and enjoy playing it, despite the few moments when I get like aggravated when you spawned with you don't land onto a gun, you land on P2020. You're like, oh my god, I'd rather just quit the game.
Oh
But yeah, I
yeah.
feel like Apex is still one of the better games out there. So I know a bit of the. I don't know why we're moving to the doomsday of Apex Legends, but I feel like they could. I feel like they. I feel like Respawn could just add even like an extra mode or an extra event every season, and we wouldn't have that much backlash on the game. Because I don't
Yeah.
like to see it. I don't like to see backlash on Apex because I feel like a lot of the time it's unwarranted. Like sometimes people complain about the legend meta and the weapon meta, and it's like, is it that bad at the moment that you can't play? I don't think it's. I mean, maybe the Spitfire when it was that bad, but I don't feel like it's that bad at the
Yeah, I
moment.
think it's in a pretty okay spot right now. A lot of the legends are decently balanced. Of course, there's some changes that still need to be done, but overall, I think it's getting better. it's definitely better than it was before.
Mm. Yeah. Well, now we've moved to the segment where I've talked to you about this before we started. I want to ask a little bit about water. The infamous Watergothim. All
The
right.
man
Now, if there's
himself.
any questions, yes, the man himself. If there's anything you don't want me to say, I'll edit it out. So,
Yeah, yeah, no
you know,
problem.
if I edit anything out, guys, you'll hear about it. So, imagine a big bad question coming in. No, it's a pretty tank. I just wanted to ask because that was a big part of the period, like season 8 and 9. That was a big period of Apex where he was getting called out for a lot and he did a lot of shady shit. And you were one of the people who took the brunt of it because you were one of the content creators who got videos taken down.
Yeah.
Did he ever contact you at all, or did he just rip them down?
He would just rip them down. I really got into contact with him, and I think I'm actually glad that I didn't, because at the time, I was kind of emotionally stable or less stable, so I wouldn't have wanted to, do something irrational or whatever and flame him or whatever. I mean, like I understand that people mess up and they should be given a chance to, make up for their mistakes and change, but the way he was going about it, I just think like he wasn't really accepting that he did something wrong. And so that's why I really started putting up videos about it.
Hmm. Yeah, because a lot of people probably don't know, especially this season now that it's season 11. This was all the way back in season 9 when this all stuff started coming out. But I've actually not talked about him for a while, but I think I may have actually put up more videos than you. I think because I have such a small channel and you were starting to like, your channel was like, I don't know, it was big. I think it was only like 10,000 back then. So it wasn't that many. More, actually, no, I think it was about 1,000, but I think your videos were getting taken down. There was a lot of people who were getting their stuff taken down, but mine's somehow stayed up. I don't know why I didn't try to take, because mine were making a little bit of money. I feel like that's what the big issue was, because people were making money off of him. If that was an issue, I don't know, but yeah, it just seemed a bit weird because he tried to take because it's not like anything that any of you guys were saying at the time was wrong. There was no false information coming out. All of it was true. And I think YouTube should never have taken those videos down because I think some of them didn't get reinstated, which I think was kind of
Yeah.
crap.
Like I know Thornton got some videos back up, but for mine, they just stayed down and I couldn't really do too much about that. But it's
Mm.
fine. I
Yeah.
I
Well,
ended up taking down all my videos on water anyways because I didn't want any of that old drama to linger on my channel. I didn't see a point in keeping it. So I just privated like every single video that even mentions him, I think.
okay. Oh, well, I guess that's fair. I don't do that, by the way, guys. If you want to go find out how water's fucked over the Apex community, go watch my video.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
If you if you want to know some stuff about this, make sure to check out Dilly's videos, I guess.
I'll start a playlist. Imagine that. The expose that if you want to go in, that'd be funny. I feel like well, now it's kind of stopped. I don't think anyone really talks about him
Yeah, yeah.
anymore because, yeah, I mean, it's just dead now. His channel's died and he deserved to die because his channel deserved to die. I'm going to edit that. I'm going to edit that because what I said it. He died. Whoops. No, I didn't mean that. Yeah, but anyway, I think we'll move on from that because his channel's dead. He's dead. Sucks it. Anyway,
Okay.
anyway, one of the big things about YouTube is obviously the comment section. You get a lot of nice comments from nice people, but of course you get a dumb one. This is what I've talked about a lot of the podcast. Is there any comment that you've read before in the past that really shit you, really pissed you off?
Oh,
I want to know.
I've
I
seen
want to
some
know the one.
comments. I've seen some comments where people ask something that is like exactly what I talked about maybe 20 seconds into the video. And so those type of comments kind of make me go a little crazy because it's like, okay, man, it takes you more time to write up that comment than to just play the video and listen.
Man, I've talked about this. This shit me. One time I was talking about the birthright, the Valkyrie birthright skin, the pilot
Yeah.
skin. That was returning. I put that in the thumbnail, in the title of the video, and I said it's returning. For one of the comments on the video says, "Is it returning?" Dude, I wanted to bloody. Oh, I responded to it. I couldn't help myself, and I said, "Dude, it's literally in the video." And then he had the right to call me rude. I was so shitty at that. when I shouldn't respond because I'm quite a stubborn person. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna respond to this because I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't even read half the comments because most of the time comments are fine, like 99%. But sometimes you get that one annoying comment that sticks in your mind. That's the one. Oh, I get to some of those comments, but they just annoy me.
Yeah, I have to like control myself, you know. I tend to if I'm not gonna say something nice or stay neutral in a comment, I'm just not gonna put it out there because I don't want to like okay, if this guy wants to try to make my day worse, that's fine. I'll just ignore him. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to make someone else's day worse, you know.
You're a better person than I. No, I don't. I'm not that bad. I've only done it once
Nah,
or
no,
twice.
it's good. It's all good.
I've done it once or twice. Sometimes it just gets on your nerves when you get some annoying comment that like you said, like it's 20 seconds into the video or a minute into the video, and then they're too. It's like instead of because either they don't watch it and they just just go down to the comment section, or they watch it, put their fingers in their ears, close their eyes, and just go la 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 the point of the video, and then comment. It just annoys me, but most of the time people are fine. So don't
Yeah,
worry, guys. If anyone's watching this, you're fine.
Yeah,
Don't
I
worry.
think like 99% of the people that watch are just amazing people. I love the amount of support. They're like really nice and supportive. It's really cool. And then occasionally you'll have that one person that comes in and tries to, you know, ruin the day for everyone else. But other than that one person, I think everyone's really awesome.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like I feel like a lot of the Apex community is pretty good. I feel like there's a few people that can they try to ruin everyone's day and stuff, but the Apex community most of the time is a pretty decent place to be a part of, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah. I feel like I think I don't really know much about other gaming communities, but I feel like I hear that the Fortnite community is like really toxic most of the time as
I
well.
think a lot of the toxicity comes from like that vocal minority. I think most of the time the
Oh,
toxic players are the ones always saying something, and then the really nice ones just keep to themselves. And so I think that's one of the reasons why we see so much toxicity, and it just kind of spreads out, which kind of sucks.
I feel like that's probably true. Because I mean, as well, like if you're like on a video and you really like the video, a lot of the time I don't really have the feeling to comment on a video that I like. Usually, most of the time, if I do like a video, I'll just leave a like on the video and then leave. But I think that a
Yeah,
lot of people, when they dislike a video, they probably go down to the comment section and then make their feelings heard. So I guess it's
yeah, I
probably
totally
true.
agree.
Yeah. There is one more thing I wanted to ask you before we ended. When now, because I wanted to get a few more people on this podcast as well. Let me ask you, who would you like to see on the podcast next? Who do you think would be
I'm
good?
actually I literally like I'm cool with anyone coming onto the podcast, honestly.
Anyone? All right.
Like,
Well,
yeah,
I'll actually, yeah.
I'm cool
I
with
was thinking
anyone.
as well because when I do guest episodes, you were saying because I remember you messaging me this like if there was going to be more people on it. If you wouldn't mind every couple of guest episodes, we could chuck you on or whatever, and you could be like a co-host, if you wanted
Dude,
to.
dude,
Because I
I'm
feel
down,
like we had
man.
a pretty good rapport
That's
today.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean we've got a pretty good rapport here. I feel like we could grill someone we could get like Thornton on this episode and just grill him about water for a full 30 minutes. I remember we won't do that, but I feel that could be pretty good. Well, I think we're going to come to the end, mate. So I don't know. Is there anything you want to add at the end of this? You want to plug something?
All right, I'm gonna plug something. Guys, the ones that came from my channel especially, you know, make sure you check out Dyliedog. He's a pretty cool freaking YouTuber, you know. And definitely check out Charlie. Charlie's an amazing character. You should check him out.
Charlie. Yeah, I've heard he's pretty good.
Yeah, I think he's pretty, you know, whoever voices Charlie must be very handsome and whatnot. So
Oh,
yeah.
really? Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Yeah. What is he? What are you talking about? He's a talking dog. First one that's ever been seen in the Oh god. All right, mate. Well, thanks for joining me today. And yeah, guys, I think that's it from me and from Minute Update. So, guys, I guess we'll catch you all later.
See ya.